Dear children, in this video, let us look at the solution of exercise 1.2 question number 1. The question is as follows. Write down a pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. Right now, we are going to discuss the first part of the question. A part, sum is minus 7. So here, we first of all look at the concept. Since we want a negative sum, the sum of two negative integers is always negative. That means we can choose two negative numbers and get the sum minus 7. For example, we can have minus 3 and minus 4. And you all notice that minus 3 plus minus 4 gives us the answer minus 7. Similarly, we can have other answers as well, like minus 1, minus 6. Their sum will also be equal to minus 7. Secondly, we can notice that the sum of a positive and a negative integer can also be negative. So let us take an example from that category also. Now if we take minus 10 and 3, take the sum, minus 10 plus 3 gives us minus 7. Let's take minus 17 and plus 10. Minus 17 plus 10 is also equal to minus 7. Notice that in this case, you'll find that the absolute value of the number with the negative sign will be larger. So this was the first question, A part, where we had to find out a pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. Next, B part. The difference is minus 10. Again, let us look at the concept. Look for the numbers with a gap of 10 units on the number line. In case you get confused, so we have difference is minus 10. So take the difference as 10 units on the number line. Now since we need the difference to be negative, subtract larger number from the smaller number. That's the trick. Next, let's take 10 and 20. Now by default 20 minus 10 will always give you 10, but since we want the negative difference, we'll say 10 minus 20 and we'll get the answer as minus 10. Next we can have 0 and 10 as well. 0 and 10, they both are integers and there's nothing given in the question that the integer has to be positive or it has to be negative as well. So we can consider 0 also here. 0 minus 10 gives us minus 10. Next, let us take an example of the two negative numbers, minus 10, minus 20. Again, we'll subtract the larger number from the smaller number. Minus 20 minus minus 10, which gives us minus 20 plus 10, and the answer will be minus 10. So again here, we look at the three possible combinations of integers where the difference is minus 10. Next, we come to the C part of the question. It says that the sum should be 0. We are finding a pair of integers whose sum is 0. If you remember the concept, the sum of an integer and its additive inverse is always 0. Therefore, we can easily answer this question. Let's take 3 and minus 3. So when we take their sum, we get the answer as 0. Let's take another combination, 10 and minus 10. Again now when we add these two numbers, we get the answer as 0. So remember, in this question, since the pair of integers was asked, you should always give the answer in the form of pair of integers, and then to justify your answer, you can show the addition or the subtraction, whatever the case is. Like, share and subscribe Math and You by Tina. Thank you.